Yep, we're going to do this again. I'm going to do this to myself once again. Because apparently every Vikings game this season is going to be this. Alright, let's set the scene here. We got about 4.5 minutes left. Cardinals just took the lead. We had them. They went for a fourth down. I was surprised they went for the fourth down because they got Prater and he never fucking misses, and he certainly wouldn't have missed against us. But they went for fourth down. We blitzed him. It was a good blitz. He's throwing off his back foot. He chucks it like 40 yards downfield, and the ball's caught over Mackenzie Alexander. First down. We held him to a field goal at least. So we got like 4.5 minutes left. I think we got all our timeouts. But I feel like we don't have much of a chance because remember that nice first half we had? Good offense, creative offense, good pass blocking, good run blocking, everything. We don't have any of that right now. We haven't really had any of it in the whole second half. The play calling has been absolutely uninspired garbage. Clint's just like his dad. And now this will probably confirm it because this is do or die. We're not going to get the ball back again. This is it. This is the last drive of the game. And here we go with the kickoff. And it's a touchback. You get the optimism like, oh, Zimmer's defense is going to be better, and the play calling can't really be much worse than it was with Gary Kubiak last year, and both of these things are now looking like that. May not be the case. And look, Kyler Murray is insane. Like some of these plays are just—they're not human. I don't know what you can even do. All right, we got a little bit of a run with Cook, but we got a flag. Let me guess. Now we're going to start having the flags. Yeah. Holding on Rashad Hill. Why the fuck? This offensive line has been an absolute disaster. Disaster might be too harsh for the second half, but they're fading. Like whatever they had going in the first half, they don't have going anymore. Completely unnecessary. It wasn't even. That guy was not going to get to Cook, and now we got 1st and 20, and this is it. Now we're going to go right back into the bullshit that we were dealing with for most of the Cincinnati game, where we're in really long down and distance situations the whole fucking time. I get sick of this shit. All right, there's a nice pass out to Jefferson. We got about 12, 13 yards back. But I'm fucking sick of this. This is the 4th year of the Cousins year. I'm sick of him having to constantly overcome his own offensive coordinators. Didn't have to do it quite as much in 19 with Stefanski, but it's so fucking irritating that it seems like game after game, year after year, Kirk has to overcome this shit. Cook stumbles. You gotta stop running Cook. Stop fucking running Cook. He's been taken out twice for injuries. He's been taken out twice for injuries in this game. He's banged up. He's not going to be as effective. You can't just rely on him. Kirk was balling out in the first half, and they've taken the game out of his hands in the second half. They haven't even given him a fucking chance to go win this game. Now it's 3rd and 7. You don't convert this. You don't convert this. It's either you're going for it or you're punting it back, and you're never getting the ball again. It's so fucking frustrating. Now they got Abdullah in, and they throw a 4-yard pass on third and 7. Now you're gonna have to punt because you probably can't. You got 3 timeouts. You probably can't punt, or you probably can't go for it in that spot. Clint Kubiak, you're just like your fucking dad. I hate you. I can't wait till you're gone. Fuck this. Maybe I'll pause and resume. Yeah. Hey, guess what? Now we had a bad punt. But because, of course, we've been punting the hell out of the ball in this game. Great coverage, and now we have a bad punt, and they have it at like the 40-yard line. I'm done. I'm done with this whole era because they're just going to keep getting these same fucking useless coordinators in here. Who, people are going to say, "Oh, Zimmer just wants to run the ball." It's not about. There's nothing wrong with running the ball, but you have to adapt when the other team adapts, as the Cardinals did after halftime, and we didn't. Kubiak didn't do a goddamn thing after halftime. If anything, he just went in the fucking shell. This is basically the Tennessee game from last year, or the Dallas. I mean, there were a couple options, but I don't know why I'm even watching anymore. This game is fucking over. There's no one watching this game can possibly think the Vikings are ever going to get the ball back. And even if they fucking do at this point, who cares? Because Kubiak is going to call fucking up the middle draws, just like his fucking useless dad. I mean, Cousins balled out. He doesn't have that many yards, I guess. He doesn't even have 200 yards, but he was balling out in the fucking first half, and they just cut his fucking knees off. Or cut him off at the knees, is the saying. They've done nothing in this half that would help him at all. Well, we got a sack. Danielle Hunter. That's 3 sacks for Danielle. It's good to have him back. So this means we might get the ball back. But who gives a shit? We might get the ball back again. Who cares? Clint Kubiak doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what happened. Their game plan, their first half game plan was fabulous. But you have to adapt. They go, that's why they have, that's why they have the term halftime adjustments, because teams go and adapt and change what they're doing. The Cardinals changed what they were doing. They, we didn't. And like this defense, I mean, maybe it seems fucking backwards. Maybe I'm a fucking lunatic, but it's like, it's 34-33, and I'm railing against the offense and not the defense. Like the defense, Zimmer's not going to come away from this game happy about the defensive performance. But, well, I guess I'll pause my rant for the 3rd and 16. Watch, we'll give up some big pass play that will end the game. Tackle. All right, we're going to get the ball back. Are they calling a timeout? About 2:21 to go. We called a second timeout, so we're going to have one timeout. But you watch, they're going to pin us deep. Now, they pinned us deep in Cincy, and we got in the field goal range, but our offense was doing much better in the second half last week than they are today. But Zimmer's not going to like this fucking defensive performance for sure. But they've given the team a few chances in this half. They've had a big stop here. Danielle Hunter got a 3rd down sack stop the drive before this. Mick Vigil pick 6. Xavier Woods got a pick right at the goal line. They've given them some chances, and they've given them another chance that they don't deserve, that Clint Kubiak does not deserve. And it's like, what makes it even worse is it's all set up for the narrative that, oh God, what's Westbrook going to do this time? All right, at least Westbrook didn't run backwards and pin us at the fucking 2 again. D.D. Westbrook, honestly, that's a cuttable offense, what he did with that fucking punt return. All right, let me get in a better position. Let me get in better position for the pain. But it's all set up now for the perfect narrative that all the Kirk Cousins haters love to talk about it. Now, if they don't get this done, which they probably won't, then they can say, oh, he's not clutch, da 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 da. Oh, he comes up big, he doesn't rise up, blah 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 blah. Like, it's like I guess I'm just sick of him having to overcome his own team and his own people. So a little swing pass to Thielen. Out of bounds, 2:03 to go. But it's almost like they fucking set the guy up to fail. Not even to fail, like just to be the fall guy, the scapegoat, whatever you want to call it. See, they're coming. Cook. All right. And that was a good, maybe, I don't know if that was an audible or what the call was. They were rushing the box and they run a draw with Cook and picks up like 10 yards. So.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to.
But I mean, Kirk played first half of this game. Kirk played maybe the best half he's played with the Vikings. There's a couple others that are certainly in the mix. I know that Eagle game a couple years ago where he was really just airing it out. First half that was really good, but I mean,
USA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes
it's so frustrating because I know what the narrative's going to be. I know what the fucking narrative's going to be from this game if this drive doesn't end in a game-winning score for the Vikings. It's going to be the Kirk Cousins, let him down. And look, maybe Kirk's going to get strip sacked. Maybe he's going to throw a pick. Maybe he's going to actually do something on this drive to end the game. But I have a hard time blaming him. I have a really hard time blaming him for anything that's happened. Horrible fucking second half play calling. Bad tackling on defense. You blow the fourth down play where Murray chucks it up. And obviously the fucking missed PAT from the first half is still looming large. What a fucking shock that would happen. I mean, I don't know if a missed PAT that early in the game. I don't know if you could say that that's the reason for a loss if that ends up being the deciding factor because so much happens. And they could have gone for up 2 after the pick 6 if they'd wanted to.
Somebody always has to fail.
But
let's give everybody a fair shot, because when that happens, we've all made it.
It's like it's and we still got the refs that could come in and could come in and fuck us. They haven't fucked us yet, not really. I mean, there was one play where Jefferson was still fighting for first down. They blew the whistle, and he got the first down, but they'd already decided to blow the whistle for no reason. But
Today's game is sponsored by USAA Insurance, auto renters and home insurance.
It's like Greg Joseph. He's hit a couple 50 yards, but you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. Every Vikings fan knows what's going to happen if we even get in field goal range here.
From 50 or more yards, he had a career-long 53-yarder last week and a pair of 52-yarders today. He did miss an extra.
He could have 80 50-yard field goals and it wouldn't make me confident. But we ain't even close to field goal range yet. Screen to Madison. First down, still going. All right. We're in their land. All right. They don't need to be in a big hurry. I mean, if nothing else, they can kind of run a regular offense. They still got a timeout. Second and 10.
He was lucky that one got deflected, because Vikings with one timeout left.
I mean, if we're thinking field goal, if we're confident in field goal, we still need at least 10 yards probably. Yeah, we're at the 48. We still gotta get at least 10. Jefferson had his fucking hands on that ball. He had two hands on the fucking ball, and it falls right through his hands. I mean, you can't ask for anything more off of that play. But that's how it is. And that was probably our shot. That was probably the one shot we were going to get. But that'll go down as Kirk failed. So, even though we put a ball right on a guy's hands inside the 30-yard line with the game on the line. All right, Thielen's got it. Out of bounds, first down. They're not blocking. You know what? I'll tell you that. They actually blocked pretty good on that play. They gave him just enough time to get that ball out to Thielen. But we're still in. I think we technically could try a field goal from here, but we gotta get more. No one wants a field goal try. I don't care if it's an 18-yard field goal. We don't want a field goal. We're at the 36. Oof, tough catch. KJ Osborne. Well, now we're definitely in field goal range now, but it's a long field goal. And we still got a timeout. We still got a minute. So we got to be running this like it's not. We can't run this. We can't do this like we need. We can't do this like we need no more yards. Be ready for anything. KJ got it. All right. Look, they're in field goal range. Like this, with any other team, with any other franchise, you'd be thinking, okay, we're definitely in field goal range to win the game now. And they're letting the clock run. They're content. This is gonna, assuming they stand pat at this is gonna be like 37 yards, and they're gonna stand pat. This is it. The clock's running. They're gonna. God damn it. I mean, with any other fucking franchise, you could say, okay, they did what they needed to do. But this is the Vikings.
But the Vikings lost in overtime.
You know what Kirk did what he needed to do? I don't want to hear any negatives about Kirk. If this kick is blocked or if it's shanked, I don't want to hear any bullshit about Kirk. He did what he had to do. He got us in place to win the game.
If everything goes well, this week will be for a win. He's 2 for 2 today. Both for 52 yards. This one, a 37-yard attempt. George Berry is his hold.
They do have a timeout. Cardinals do. They might ice him.
Is the snapper. Good snap. Clean home for the win.
He pushed it.
And the Cardinals survive. 34, 33. You're watching the NFL, folks, on FOX.
They had a timeout left. Like the Vikings did. They had 30 seconds left. They could have gotten it closer. But it was never going to go. It was never going to work. Because this is how it is. It's just this is just how it is. It's how it is with this franchise, with this team, and how it will always be. You can't let a game come down to a kick. You can't, unless you have absolutely no choice. And they did, and they had. Look, they had a choice. It was probably going to come down to some sort of a kick, but they had a choice. They could have done something to get the ball closer, and they chose not to. 30 plus seconds left and a timeout, and they were moving, and they chose to just sit on it and let this guy kick a field goal, and he knew he was going to miss it, and everybody knew he was going to miss it. He missed the fucking PAT, which was why they were trailing in the first place, and now he misses the field goal, which ends the game and drops the Vikings to 0-2 in a game where
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
they should have won, and they should be 2-0 right now, but they're 0-2, and it ain't season over, but
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community
feels like
and
it.
their families. That's
Feels
what makes us special.
they haven't gotten a bit of luck in 2 games,
USA fan. It's still only for the
and that shouldn't be
military
luck.
community.
A 37-yard field goal or whatever they say the distance was, that shouldn't take luck. That should, like, this guy's hit multiple 50-yarders. He hit multiple 50-yarders in this fucking game, and then he misses a PAT, and he misses the one at the end, and that's always how it goes with this fucking franchise.
It can open eyes with a cup of coffee.
And now everyone gets to do the Kirk choke narrative because he didn't win a game. He didn't rise up. He didn't make the kick. Kirk didn't make the kick, so therefore, he's a loser, and Mike Zimmer's a loser because the guy didn't make a fucking 37-yard field goal. I don't even know what to say.
I need to try it first.
Better shouldn't have to cost more, which is why Verizon plans start at just $35. And if you're not a customer, we'll help cover the cost to switch. Just ask Wanda. She's been with us.
Everyone knows the fucking stats, maybe not by heart, but they know that 0-2 teams,
Everyone deserves better.
0-2 teams, they don't make the fucking playoffs very often.
It's a sunny day.
No, a stormy day.
And this was not a game that they should have lost. And look,
We see a close-up.
fucking Kyler Murray's Houdini.
She drives hands-free along the coast.
But when it comes down to it, it ain't about, it'll be framed as Kyler Murray won this game and Kirk Cousins lost it. But the reason this went the way it did is because one kicker didn't choke and the other kicker did. And I'm sorry, Greg Joseph, you're just another. I don't care that you made the kick to send it to overtime last week. I don't care that you made a couple long ones today. You're just another long line of Vikings kickers who choke. And that's all you'll ever be, because that's all any kicker here can be. And I know a lot of teams deal with missed kicks. Vikings are not the only team that's ever had a clutch kick that's missed. But it's just always going to be this way. And
Our final score from Glendale, Arizona. The Arizona Cardinals 34, the Minnesota Vikings 33 in a thriller. Here's today's
what do you say?
stat track.
What do you even say?
Kyler Murray,
This team's 0-2.
3 touchdown passes.
Heart ripped from the chest in both. They were driving. Now I could say, well, fuck, was he going to make the field goal last week in Cincinnati, even if they don't rule the Cook play as they do?
114 yards and a touchdown for the rookie out of Purdue.
But they get him in play. They get him in position. They get him in position, and he pushes a fucking 37-yard field goal wide. Like, it's just, people will say what they're gonna say. I'll do like a full recap later, but people are gonna say what they're gonna say. They're gonna have the narratives that they want to have. But this is just, it's just, you see shit like this, and you how do you not believe in curses? How do you not believe that this franchise is just specially cursed and always will be to lose a game like that? And it's not the first time we've lost games like that. It's our kicks never go our way. They never fucking missed a kick, ever. Vikings opponents never miss a kick. We always miss the kick. Simplest fucking thing in the NFL is making a field goal, especially one from that distance, and our guy fucking shanks it. And after all that,
When does the good part start?
we are 0-2 after 2 games that we should have won.
I love her. She said, the big
And
league finally arrives.
there's a lot to unpack from this. I'll do a full recap later. I'm kind of just in a state of shock right now, because this is just, it's a state of shock, but it's not a state of shock because it's just expected. This is what it's always going to be. Wish I could quit him. I kind of do. You know, moments like this, I wish I could quit this team, quit this franchise. But
I need my last chance, and I am taking it.
ain't gonna stop now, I guess. I'll be there at the fucking Purple Palace next week for the home opener. I mean, I saw plenty today that thinks that we can go win those games at home now, but when you start 0-2, you're chasing wins all year, and you got a tough schedule, and we could be 2-0 very easily right now, and we're not, and that fucking sucks because that's not how it should be. But we got a guy who can't make a 37-yard field. I'm sorry, like I don't like. The other field goals matter too. Like if he hadn't hit one of the longer ones, we would have been needing a touchdown there. But I'm sorry, like you can't do it. You can't miss those kicks. Not saying they're going to cut Greg Joseph. They're not. I mean, what's the point at this point? Every kicker they bring in here eventually chokes one for us. Except for Kai Forbath, I guess. I don't think he ever actually choked one for us. But Greg Joseph, his name is etched. It's etched in the annals of Viking kicker choking lore. Right there with Dan Bailey blowing a game against Tampa last year. You know, Blair Walsh losing us a playoff game. Gary Anderson. You know. So, well, there's no point in just continuing on with this. We lost. We're 0-2. We should be 2-0. This team showed a lot of improvement in some ways this week, and I thought we would. But again, we showed a lot of improvement against a much better team. And second half, we didn't do shit to control the game. Should have won anyway, but there's a lot to unpack. I gotta go. I'm gonna go eat some dinner and just wallow in my sorrows. But I don't want to hear the narrative of Kirk didn't rise up and do what he needed to do in this game because he fucking did, and Greg Joseph choked the fucking game away.